Okay, guys, welcome to my next battle. Helps if I put it up there. Alright, welcome to my next battle. This is, a battle from a little tournament at gamefaqs that probably really doesn't matter anything in the end. It was like, I don't know, semi-final rounds or something. I'm just using my awesomest hail team in the world. It's, like, perfectly built in my opinion. I don't know. It doesn't have much of a losing record. But, so I was facing one of those, lottie lock thingies going on here, and I just wanted to do it. So, that's the beginning. Let's rock it. So, I begin the battle with the dude, with the stuff, and I send in my Obama Snow just to get up the hail, because, I gotta do it. It's got the hail and the stuff. So I got my snow warning, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna protect you, dude. I'm gonna protect against your attack. So I know it's Draco Meteors to scout his move. And out-predicting him here, I just go for the Blizzard because I know he's going to switch because I scouted for his move and expecting me to go into my Steel type, so yeah, he got smashed. But it only switched into that anyway, so it didn't do much damage, but it did a substantial amount for considering the fact. I switch into my Steel type anyways and take the hit like a monster, so I'm just like, yeah, get out of here, bro, you lose. So, yeah, that's pretty much how that worked, and now I'm not even going to predict at this point. I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rocks because I want them on the board. Like, now. And he goes into Hippowdon, which gets rid of my snow, but I don't care at this point, because I do have a Steel type in the battle, and, well, that's pretty chill anyways. So I get my lefties, and, the sand, and, stuff, and, notice how Hippowdon sand is actually flowing. That's really chill. But I go and get the snow up, and he goes for the Stealth Rocks, which, will play a huge part in the team, I guess. I don't know. So then he gets his leftovers, and I go for the Blizzard right up, and I'm like, yeah, why did you stay in there, dude? And he just roars me out, so it's like, okay. Goes into that Heatran, that's just good stuff, because I could just finish him off easy with a Lava Plume. Not going to predict from here, I'm just going to finish him off with a Lava Plume. Getting rid of the Hippowdon first turn is my priority. It's like, I got to get rid of it now or I lose. So Hippo goes down because I don't know why he didn't switch. I guess he thought he was faster for some reason. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. So he goes back into his Magnezone on my on my Steel type, thinking he could actually do something to me. So I'm going to protect stall him and see what move he locks himself into. It is Thunderbolt, which I don't really care about. Specs Magnezone or not, he's not going to do much damage to me. So I'm going to just go for the Lava Plume and Oko it. So yeah, there we go. Magnezone down, that's awesome, and that's it's already 6-4, so I'm like, yeah, keep it up. So he goes into Latios, so I'm going to protect stall him again, just to see what move he locks himself into, and it is Surf. So obviously I got to switch here, because there ain't no way I'm going to stay in on a Surf. I can't over-predict him twice. He won't fall for it again, I know that for a fact. But he actually switches himself into a Latias, which kind of weirded me out. I'm like, oh, okay. Doesn't matter. I go into Tentacruel. So I'm like, I need to get rid of those Stealth Rocks pronto, or my team's just going to start eating apart. So, I mean, like, I got to protect to see what move he's going to use. And now I'm going to try and out-predict him by just staying in and going for the Rapid Spin, hoping he switches. But he doesn't switch, and he's going to smash me with a Life Orb Psyshock. Now, I figured I'd live from this range just because Tentacruel is max bulky, or max defensive and, like, stuff. So I do survive, get the Rapid Spin off, and no more rocks for the rest of the game, which gives me a huge benefit. So now I get my Black Sludge and stuff, and I just let my Tentacruel die. So now it's 5-4, and, well, I don't need Tentacruel anymore. It did its job. It's awesome. So there's TM87, my awesome Kyurem with a Scarf. You can't go wrong with a Scarf Kyurem. You really can't. So he goes into Scizor, and I'm like, hit him with the Blizzard. Because, that's what Kyurem should do. It just spams Blizzard. I mean, it's freaking awesome. It did about half damage to its Scizor. That's immense, dude. That's just amazing. But I go into this thing because I know Scizor can't handle the, yeah. Heatran, unless it carries Superpower, but I know I outspeed it, so I'm not worried at this point. I'm just going to go straight for the safe, Lava Plume, I believe, because I don't really care at this point. And yeah, he goes into that, so I go straight for the Lava Plume and trying to get a burn on it, and I don't get no such burn, so it just does a little damage plus the hail, which is pretty chill. And I'm just going to go for the scouting move, I guess, because I protect a lot with this team, because I like the hail damage, and it's all like chill and stuff. And it goes for HP. I don't know what HP it is, so I kind of just stay in here thinking it's HP fire, like normal Latios actually have. But it turns out it's HP fighting, so this is going to hurt a bit. Like, a bit. Like, a lot. So he does a lot of damage to me with that Specs attack, and I just smack him with a little lava plume, which still doesn't burn, but I do a little damage, and yeah, there we go. So I'm probably going to just, roar here or something, because I predicted his Latios to use Healing Wish at this point, so if I roar him out, he actually can't switch in twice, so it's like, yeah. So he goes into Phoenix's Lucario, which is a pretty big threat. At this point, I'm just letting my Heatran die, because I figure, what the hell, it's a Heatran. It did its job. It got rid of anything and everything that it needed to. And the battle's 4-4. We're doing good. So I go straight into my Kyrian here, because I'm like, yeah, I got that. I got the swagger. I got the power. Let's do it. I'm going to go for the Focus Blast, figuring I can just hit whatever comes in anyways, and I'll probably kill it off. But the Stealth Rocks kill off the Latios. Just as a death fodder, predicting my Focus Blast. I mean, not predicting it, but just to scout it. He goes into Scizor. I'm not too sure if I can do much damage to that from this range, so I go back into my Gliscor here, which I know can take a hit. But he goes for the Swords Dance, and it's alright at this point, because I get the hail damage, and then I get my Toxic Orb. Now, this is just a standard Gliscor from the 5th gen and stuff. It doesn't have Roost and all that jazz. It's just a standard. But it does carry Counter, which is kind of cool on this thing, Because Counter, I could have countered that attack right there and killed off the Scizor easily, but I just kind of predicted another Swords Dance and didn't do it. Here I just go for the Earthquake, because I figured, what the hell at this point, I just go for the Earthquake. And he actually went for a different move, which was probably a Roost, because he predicted me to switch or something. So, I probably predicted my Protect, which didn't happen. So it ended up being 4-3. Now he just kills off Gliscor, which I don't care, so it's 3-3. Or is it 3-2? I don't know at this point. But he goes into Phoenix, which is alright. And I go into my Kyrian, which is obviously going to be awesome. And I just go for the freaking Blizzard, because at this point I still have team members that can kill it, so I'm just going to Blizzard it. And there we go. I get a crit to finish off the match, and that's the end of the game. Been DigiPal3, aka Trey Fox. I said Trey. Tri-tailed Fox. Have a great day. Keep up the good work, people. Do stuff. Yeah.